Hello and welcome to the KTM 390 Duke Battle 2014, first race of round 4, a support race to the KBS-MAM Kapchai Endurance. And my name is Robin and I'm here with our guest host, Rashidi.
Yes, hello.
So, today we're at Dato Sagor Circuit all the way in Perak. And so Rashidi, you've been on the track before. Tell us what to expect.
Well, the track is short and really technical, but the tires will be in a bit of a trouble because of the harshness of the tarmac itself. But I think it'll be interesting.
All right, great. Well, I'm really curious. So let's see who is on the grid. We have Firas number 66. We have Kyrie number 32 and Shahil Hafiz on the number 34 bike. And number 22, Refi and Anwar at 44, just 2 seconds behind. And followed by, of course, a lot of enthusiastic participants.
Yes.
So, you've been in the race before, Rashidi, right?
All right, yeah.
So tell us a little bit about how is that whole experience all in all?
Well, it's a great racing series, I can say, because everybody is competing on a standard machine, and we have a level playing field here. So it's really great, I think.
So there you can see Kari zooming by on the number 32 bike, and indeed with a very quick lap time.
Yes, this is during the qualifying session, and he clocked like 0.2 of a second behind Virus on the number 66 bike, isn't he?
I mean that is a really quick time considering that it's a 1 kilometer track,
Yes.
with about 14 corners and 3 straights.
Yeah, you know what? I don't think I can achieve that kind of timing.
Well, it is a
be
very,
honest.
very quick lap time, that's for sure.
Yeah.
And of course, when you're talking about these kind of bikes, they are very maneuverable, very agile. They can pretty much shift left to right.
They are
without any
really
single problem,
agile.
right?
But to be honest, it's a standard bike. Nothing has been changed by KTM, which is superb, I think. Everything is standard except for there's no headlamps and there's no speedometers on it. Everything else is standard bike.
Alright, so it just more or less looks like it's souped up, ready to go. But
Yeah.
you actually have your standard bike, which of course you can buy from your shop. It's the exact
basically
same bike.
Same exact bike
Yeah.
you can get from your dealerships everywhere.
So the only difference, of course, then is mostly cosmetics, and you have a lot of actually positive riders over there saying, "Yes, I got this."
I like their spirits.
Yeah,
I was there once or twice.
Yeah, I mean, keeping the spirit high, really important. Number 37 saying, "Yeah, you know what, it should be all right."
Yeah, it'll be a piece of cake.
Exactly. So, yep, a lot of them have their poker faces on, saying, "You know what, you never know who's going to sneak in from behind."
Yeah, everybody just be positive and let's just focus on the race. I think that will be their mindset, I think, regardless of their position to start the race.
Yeah, and there you see number 77 giving his thumbs up, saying, "I have this." And at the last position, number 55, they say, "Yep, yes,
go.
indeed, he has
is ready.
to.
He is ready
has
to go.
definitely put that throttle on full speed." So now the race is about to begin. So there you have it, folks. The KTM 390 Duke Battle taking its way into the first corner of the Dato Sagor circuit, and you can see now the riders are not really ready to give up the racing line. So it's interesting now to see all of them really holding tight into the entry corners and also keeping a straight line on the exits. But you can already tell now that Firas and Kyrie are leading the pack.
race. Yes.
Well, Shahil finding it really difficult now, I think, to keep up with the front two. Well, it's very interesting to see how this all pans out.
Well, coming into the back straight. Oh, here we go. Kyrie is making his move.
What an amazing! Takes
Amazing
the
move.
inside. He takes the inside
Yeah, he got
and
it.
takes it all the way. Now, this is really important, especially now in the first lap. We know it's really interesting now to see really how it all turns out. Now, keeping close together, not separating into turn 14 onto the straights.
Yes, and completing the first lap. Coming into second lap. Here we go. Kyrie is still leading the race, and Virus followed really closely behind him.
Well, you can definitely see now Even just by looking at the riding positions, like Kyrie is definitely giving it his 100%. But on the other hand, you see Firas, who's a little bit more relaxed, I'd say.
But I guess it's just a different styles of riding. It doesn't matter for me. I think they are still fast. They are still going fast.
They are well indeed leading the race at the moment, and literally they are just moving way ahead of the rest of the group.
I would say they are currently in a different league.
They are definitely in a category of their own, to say the least.
That's a better word for it.
So
coming into the straight, completing the second lap.
So don't forget, folks, this is just a 10-lap race. So it's just
Shahil going over the starting line.
Yep, and probably he's also wondering what on earth is going on. Where are these two riders? And perhaps now there's a little bit of opening now. We see a gap between Kyrie and Firas.
Yeah, Kyrie is building up a gap. Hopefully, he can get himself out of the pressure from Firas.
Yes, he is most certainly now developing a little bit more momentum than Firas. But then again, perhaps Firas has a little trick under his sleeve. We have to wait and find out.
Well, we have to wait for that.
And there you can see Shahil zooming by, followed by Refi.
Yep, and all of the other riders. Well, we are back into turn 13 and 14.
On to the straight. Well, I mean, this is so far and a very, very interesting race, because you know that a lot of these riders have totally different riding experiences.
Yeah,
right?
for sure.
But then in the same time, as mentioned earlier, is that everyone is given the exact same bike.
It's the exact same bike.
And you're sharing the exact same track, so the level playing field really is quite even. And depends rather on your skills and your technicalities.
All on your skills. Looking at it, we can see the two leaders is now pulling away so far ahead, even with Shahil on third.
Well, as you can see there, third, fourth place, nowhere to be found. Kyrie and Firas really going at it, definitely taking aggressive racing lines, and probably not giving an opportunity for Firas to make the pass.
Well, it seems like it's going to turn into a Kyrie and Firas show. Or race.
Well, it's starting to look like that to me right now. So it's very interesting again to see if anything else is going to develop.
Well, hopefully we can see something happening. Maybe a mistake from Kyrie or Firas himself.
Yep, right now it looks more of a tug of war type of game, because there's lots of
two.
pulling and lots of pushing. So at certain corners you'll see them just literally centimeters away from each other. Oh, there you see.
We have the middle group.
Yep. Right there, all taking a go for it.
All over the place.
Yep, whichever racing line is good enough for me, he says.
And leading the pack is Amirul, bike number 36, I think.
Right. And as that group comes riding in, a little bit wide over there from the bike number 31.
Probably under pressure by the guy behind him.
Most certainly. So Amirul taking it smooth. And he's down. He's down. Amirul.
That is unlucky.
Is down. Bike number 32. I wonder whether
32 or 36. Yeah. Yep. Bike number 36.
Oh, bike number 36. Bike number 36.
It's
Amirul.
okay. But this is racing.
Yes.
Right. Back with our race leaders up ahead.
Still looking very confident, I must say.
Well, still Kyrie ahead of Firas. Not too far. This is interesting because sometimes Kyrie is leading ahead of Firas in some gap.
You can see the yellow flag now, telling them to slow down, but I don't think these guys are slowing down.
It's not the case. I don't think so.
There is way too much at stake. There you can see Amirul saying, "Oh man, this is really, really bad news." Oh, bike number 88, Izami Muhammad. Something wrong there. You can tell.
He looks really disappointed.
His chain, I see something flopping around in his chain section.
Unlucky for him.
Well, there again, you can see they're just... Firas is at certain times right at the back, and you saw Kyrie taking a look. Where is number 2?
All the time.
Yep.
Over here, the front section of the track.
And trying to strategize.
Yes.
Seeing, man, where am I going to overtake this guy? Because he's definitely giving his money for a run.
And Kyrie must be thinking, what I have to do to make sure virus is not at the tail of my bike.
Yeah, that is indeed becoming an issue, and you can definitely tell that Kyrie is not losing hope just as of yet. He is still going for it.
Well, he shouldn't lose hope because he is a rider for the Asian Supermoto Championship or something. Well, anyway, he is really an experienced rider, followed by Farouz, who's also, surprisingly, an experienced rider as well.
Well, as you can see now, Kyrie and Farouz, they have the back markers in their sights.
Yep.
So, again, it's also another interesting, because you never know actually when something could actually happen. When you see the back markers.
That is true. That is true. It can change the game
completely.
Yeah.
Because you don't know. It's all again racing line. If the back marker takes a racing line, then you know you're gonna have problems. At least here you know there's good etiquette. Number 77 who just gave his way. Like, yeah, definitely a little too slow.
Get out of the way.
Definitely, something bad could happen. So, again, it's a great etiquette being practiced by the riders here at the Dato Sagor.
Okay, that is what we want, right?
Yes.
Well, still Kyrie ahead. The story haven't changed yet.
No.
Well, coming back into the front straight, onto lap number 9. We have 2 more laps to go, right?
Exactly. So yep, now I mean the pressure is really on because anything could happen at this point.
I think if I am Virus, this is the point where it's a make it or break it. It's either this lap or you will never take Kyrie's place, and I have to make it if I am Virus anyway.
Well, there you can see it's a matter of just overlapping the back markers.
And there he goes, Virus and Kyrie, still them leading the race.
Right now into turn 14, about to enter their final lap.
Well, this is gonna be interesting. Last lap of race 1. Virus still chasing Kyrie closely.
We see something. Virus takes the lead.
And
he takes the lead.
Good move by
What
Virus.
an amazing move right there. He takes the inside line and tells Kyrie, "Excuse me, I have a little place to go to, and I need to reach there."
By the way, we have a back marker here. This is gonna be interesting.
This could also change the entire game plan right now. See what happens here. Still maintains.
Really
Kyrie,
close, really close with Kyrie.
Really wanting to overtake Fyros over there, but such a pity, because that would have been a really interesting overtake.
Well, coming into the last turn of the track.
Yeah, and it looks really obvious to me right now who's gonna win the race, and it looks like it's Fyros.
It is him.
There you go, folks. We have Fyros at number 1, Kyrie at number 2.
And okay, folks, we can see that it doesn't matter how long you lead the race, you know, you can still lose your place.
Yes, that was a very well. You can tell right now the riders are still feeling very competitive.
Yeah,
and
they're not even looking at each other.
Not at all. They still have their game faces on.
Yeah. All right. Here we have the results of the race. On screen.
Okay, so perfect. You can see right there on your screen. Best time, crazy, 59 seconds. We're talking about a kilometer in under a minute, followed by just Kyrie, who's just 0.2 of a second behind. Absolutely amazing. But sad thing, you do have 2 riders who cannot complete the race.
Yeah, Izamli and Mohamed Zuhemi. Oh, we were mistaken of him just now.
Oh, well.
It doesn't matter.
So there you have it, folks. This is brought to you by KTM Malaysia CKD. Stay tuned for race 2.